The air hung heavy with humidity and the scent of wood smoke. I sat with Sanjay Patil, sipping hot chai. His village, nestled near Nashik, was peaceful. Sanjay, a weathered farmer, was a masterful storyteller. He spoke of the old Patil house, abandoned for years. Haunted, he whispered, eyes wide. Villagers spun tales of a family cursed, driven to madness. I, a writer drawn to the strange and unusual, was intrigued. Sanjay spoke of Ramesh, a brash young man who scoffed at superstition. He dared to spend a night in that house, Sanjay muttered, shaking his head. Ramesh's motive was simple: to prove the village elders wrong, to mock their fears. He entered the house on a full moon night, armed with nothing but bravado and a bottle of cheap liquor. He never spoke of what he saw that night, but he was never the same again. The Patil house stood on a hill overlooking the village. Its windows, like vacant eyes, stared out from a crumbling facade. Creepers snaked across its walls, like veins on a withered hand. The air around it felt different, heavy, oppressive. The villagers avoided it, their whispers echoing its tragic history. They spoke of a wealthy family driven to ruin by a series of misfortunes. Their livestock perished, their crops failed, and their children were struck by strange illnesses. The villagers whispered of a curse, of a malevolent entity that haunted the house, seeking retribution for some unknown wrong. Ramesh, however, dismissed these tales as folklore, a figment of their overactive imaginations. Ramesh returned from the Patil house a changed man. His eyes, once full of life, now held a haunted, distant look. He spoke little, his words often nonsensical. He complained of nightmares, of cold whispers in his ears. He would often wake up screaming, his body racked with tremors. His family, terrified, turned to the village elders for help. They spoke of a malevolent entity, a restless spirit that had latched onto Ramesh during his ill-fated visit to the Patil house. They said Ramesh was possessed. The villagers, once dismissive of the house's dark reputation, now watched with a mixture of fear and pity. The elders decided on an exorcism. The village shaman, a wizened old woman, arrived at Ramesh's house. The air crackled with tension as she chanted ancient verses, her voice a low thrum in the stillness. The room grew cold, and the flickering lamplight cast dancing shadows on the walls. Ramesh thrashed on the floor, his screams echoing through the night. The shaman chanted for hours, her voice growing in power. Finally, with a piercing shriek, Ramesh went still. The entity was gone. Ramesh, weak and exhausted, slowly returned to his senses. He had no memory of the possession. The Patil house remained abandoned, a stark reminder of the darkness that lurked beneath the surface of their peaceful village. Ramesh's story served as a chilling warning, a testament to the power of ancient curses and the unseen forces that govern our world.